Welcome to the Exact Digital Podcast, the show where we dive into how digital marketing agencies are using paid media to drive real growth for their clients and for themselves. From planning to ROI and everything in between, we uncover the strategies, stories, and systems that set agencies apart. Each episode, we'll talk with agency leaders who are innovating with paid media, scaling their businesses, and delivering results that matter. Whether you're looking to expand your services or sharpen the edge of your current offerings, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Exact Digital Podcast, your inside look at what truly moves the needle in digital marketing. Today, we're talking with Bodie Gallo, the co-founder of Stryker Digital, where he helps local service businesses grow through high-performance SEO, Google Ads, and conversion-focused web design. With a background as a business owner himself, he brings a practical, no-nonsense approach to driving leads. Thanks for being on the show today. Would you like to share a little bit more about how Stryker Digital got started?
Yep. First, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk with you today. But the way Stryker Digital got started, pretty interesting story. I've been in marketing about 8-9 years, started in corporate America, left corporate America to buy a dumpster rental company. Pretty interesting. Bought a dumpster company, small service business, and was like, I could grow this business from doing digital marketing. From what I learned in corporate America, learned from college. So I scaled that dumpster company. During that time in the dumpster business, I did a lot of B2B business. Roofing companies, bathroom companies, siding companies, pretty much all B2B companies who need leads from B2C, from SEO, from Google Ads, from websites. They saw my company. They were like, man, you're blowing up. What are you guys doing on your end? And I told them what I was doing, which was local SEO and Google Ads. They were like, wow, can you do that for me? I started doing that for my own clients and then my own clients in my dumpster business. And then I realized I could do this at a national level. Like my TAM, my total addressable market is huge. And it's not just Rockland County, New York, where I'm from originally. So what I did, me and my business partner, Andy, we met in a Discord many years ago, a stock trading Discord. And he was learning coding and web development. And I was like, dude, I've been doing SEO for my company, and other companies. Let's just collaborate and build this business. So what we did is we joined a ton of local Facebook groups, regular Facebook groups, not local, sorry, like pressure washing, dumpster rentals. There's all these different Facebook groups for these different home service niches. And we just started DMing people, cold DMing people, every night between 6 to 9 p.m. after my day was done for the dumpster business. I would just cold DM people for 3 hours straight. Hey, do you have a website? Hey, are you doing any SEO? Blah, blah, blah. We built a first $10,000 a month from doing that, $20,000 a month from just cold messaging people and posting in Facebook groups. And then I started posting about it on Twitter. And my name on Twitter is I Rent Dumpsters. My name used to be the dumpster rental guy. Yeah. And I was just on Twitter, just posting about I just did this much revenue in my dumpster rental business this month and $30,000 with some SEO, $30,000 with some Google Ads, $20,000 with some word of mouth marketing. If you want me to do that for you, shoot me a DM. And my business just blew up on Twitter. I gained 5,000 followers in 1 month and then just started getting a cult-like following and helping other businesses. So yeah, now here I am today. We have a team of about 40 team members, give or take.
That's awesome. That's very cool. What a cool way to integrate how even social media helped you grow your business. That's wild. So with your agency focusing on home services, how does that niche influence your campaign strategies compared to other agencies?
So the biggest difference with campaign strategies is let's say it's e-commerce, for example. If someone's searching for a product on e-commerce, they're usually pretty much sold on it. Where something like home service businesses, in your campaigns, you need a really structured back end. And when I say a structured back end, if you get a lead for your roofing company, that lead needs to be contacted like this because there's 3 other roofing companies in your market that'll contact them like this. The biggest trouble with home service ads versus ads like e-commerce, where people are ready to buy already, is the fact that there's so many different options and you need a good sales system in the back end. My worst performing clients are the ones that are still doing sales, marketing, and doing the jobs themselves, where my best performing clients, they're delegating that stuff out. So pretty much when it comes to home service businesses, when you're running any type of advertising, you need a sales system in place before you even start to make an investment like this.
Yeah. So with that, what paid channels are you finding most effective for lead generation and why?
For my business or home service businesses?
For home services, yeah,
Yep.
or for your client. Well, you could actually answer both, if it's different.
So, couple things. Number one most important thing if you're a home service business to focus on is the Google Map Pack. And the reason why is because the Google Map Pack shows your reviews. And let's say I'm going to keep using roofing as an example, or let's use HVAC. Let's say you're going to spend $10,000 to replace your air conditioning system.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pick the company with 2,000 reviews or the company with 40 reviews and they're 3 stars versus the 5-star company? So the most important thing to start is getting a physical location on your Google profile and getting as many reviews as possible from it. When you're first starting out, ask your friends, ask your family, do free work for people. That's the number one most important thing in my opinion. That's helping people get leads today. Number two is probably a mixture between Facebook ads and organic content. So Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok is very important right now. And what I tell a lot of business owners is like, you should be posting and videoing the work you're doing right now because short form content is huge. And what I tell people, for example, is like, I live in Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah.
So literally just take a video like this of yourself being like, hey, it's Bodie's with Bodie's Air Conditioning. We are doing air conditioning repair in Boca Raton, Florida today. Like, please reach out if you ever need that, or this is what we're doing. So simple stuff like communicating with the algorithm. And then if you do, let's say, 10 short form videos a week, and one of them gets like 10,000 views, it doesn't matter if those views are not in your service area. Then what you do is you take that high performing organic video, you turn it into a Facebook ad, and then you run that Facebook ad in, let's say, like a 30-mile radius of your service area. That works really well too because it's already high performing to the algorithm. Third thing, it's building a good brand, honestly.
Yeah.
Having good trucks, sponsoring little league teams and stuff like that.
That's awesome. My next question, you may have kind of answered it already, but I was going to say, what strategies do you use to ensure your campaigns reach qualified converting audiences rather than just clicks? Is there anything unique your team does that is helping to drive that?
On the Google Ads front, a lot of exact match targeting. I'll use dumpster rentals, for example. A lot of dumpster rental guys try to run ads themselves. The issue they run into is companies like Waste Management, companies like, there's a million big companies, Republic's another big one, Waste Connections. They do garbage pickup for so many people. So if you're targeting broad match campaigns, you're going to get calls and you're going to be wasting clicks on those companies. So let's say we're talking dumpster rental companies, for example, we will do exact match targeting, like 10-yard dumpster rental, 10-yard dumpster rental near me, stuff like that. Or if it comes with roofing, for example, you're seeing high CPC in roofs. You'll see about $110 cost per clicks in roofs. We like to target roof repair because in roof repair, you get $40 cost per click, but then it's on you. You get a cheaper CAC. Obviously, the job isn't going to be as much money, but you might be able to upsell them a full roof installation, or you might be able to get that roof repair, make some profit, but when they do need a roof installation down the line, you're going to be the guy they call if you do a good job.
Yeah. Are there any trends right now in digital marketing, like automation, AI, platform updates that you're most excited about right now?
AI has probably saved me about 20 employees, as in like I would need 20 more. So I love AI. Like I love AI. And the simplest thing you could do as a business owner, doesn't matter what you do, is like literally use AI to answer all your emails. So something I've done, obviously look them over, but something I've done is like, I use Claude. I'm a big believer in Claude. I create a Claude project. And what I do with that Claude project is I connect it to my Gmail account. And I've had this same Claude project training on all my email responses for the past 2 years. So at this point, it pretty much knows like what I want to respond. And I just look that over real quickly and boom, done. And if I send 30 emails a day, 40 emails a day, that could save me about 30 minutes to an hour every single day. But that's just a little thing like that. When it comes to home service businesses, a lot of issues people run into is like, as a business owner, you're doing a million things.
Mm-hmm.
And business owners, you have families and you can't be on business. You can't be doing business 12, 14 hours a day, all day, every day. Like, I know people love to do that. I'm one of those people, but AI answering system is really great for the hours you're not on. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if someone works a 9 to 5 and they travel from Atlanta to the northern part of Atlanta every day and they get home around 6 o'clock, their pipe's leaking, they're going to call a plumbing company for an estimate. They're not going to do that between the hours of 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
an AI answering system that could intake the leads and whatnot is super helpful for these types of businesses.
Yeah, well, I know AI can feel a little intimidating and there's fears around it, but like you said, you've been working with it for 2 years and you've seen how it's helping your business. So
Yeah.
I
If
think
you're
that
not using AI right now, like it's a no-brainer in my opinion. It is scary, obviously, but if you use it for basic tasks, you can save yourselves hours a week for it.
Yeah. So for businesses just starting out with like paid ads, what common mistakes do you see and what would you say they should do differently?
If we're talking Google ads, mistakes I see is just you need to be able to spend a certain amount of money. Something I like to do with Google ads is look at Google Planner and see like, okay, the cost per click for dumpster rental in Rockland County, New York is $8.27, let's say.
Hmm.
I usually like to multiply that by 10 and see cost per conversion, cost per lead is about $82. I see an average click-through rate of 10%. So if you're willing to spend $82 per lead and your close rate 75%, that's a great way to like track the metrics behind it. What I see most people doing is they don't do that marketing math pre-campaign. They just run it, go into it, say they can do it themselves, and then end up hiring someone like myself down the line. But
Yeah.
people just don't realize how much money you need to spend on Google ads these days to get an ROI. And I'll go into Facebook ads for an example because we run a lot of them for our personal business, not for others, but for personal businesses.
Hmm.
Creatives are huge. Creatives are the game right now. Facebook came out with something called the Andromeda update. What most people say or business owners make a mistake with Facebook ads, they think they can just run one ad in one specific area and it's broad targeting. And they're like, Facebook ads don't work. And like, no, you just need to know what the algorithm is. The goal for Facebook ads right now with the Andromeda update, run 20 different creatives in your market. And all of those creatives shout out your target market. So be like, homeowners in Atlanta, are you looking to get your AC repaired this month? Are you looking for AC maintenance? Call Bodie's AC repair. You need to speak to the algorithm and have a lot of creatives on the back end.
Yeah, no, that's great. And yeah, being able to test what's working, what's resonating, the messaging, that is so important. So kind of in that same vein, what are 3 things you wish every business owner knew before investing? You kind of answered that already as far as budget, but is there
Yep.
anything else like you would add to that?
You need to realize you're going to start in the red.
Mhm.
Everyone needs to realize that. Like your first month trying something for advertising, you need to realize you are going to be red that month. You're not going to make money. It's a long-term investment. Something I tell every business owner, especially in the world today, people don't realize like everything's so fast. There's so much stimulation. You're scrolling TikTok, Facebook, everyone's just fast. Where in the old days, like 9 years ago, if you told someone something took 2 years, they were fine with that. Nowadays, people are like, if something doesn't work in 1 month, they're out of it. And it's like nothing
Mhm.
will work for you in 1 month. So I tell every business owner is like every single marketing channel or every single test you do, always give it 4 months. If you see
Mhm.
zero impact within 4 months, you either hired the wrong person or you're just not ready for that type of thing right now, or you don't have enough budget for that.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's really helpful.
4 months is the mark at quarterly, even like
Yeah.
people want SEO reports monthly and like you should do it quarterly. It just depends the market, the person you're speaking to.
Right, right. I know when we live in such a day and age where we want like immediate results, right?
Yeah,
Like
everyone's all about instant gratification now. And like
exactly.
advertising was never like that. If you look back in
Mhm.
advertising, like it was never really like that. But nowadays, everyone's just Fast, fast,
Right.
fast, fast.
Right. And sometimes things go viral and you get that immediate thing, but you can't really always plan on. I think if you planning for it to go viral probably won't.
Yeah.
but
Underpriced attention is everything.
yeah, yeah, so interesting. Well, is there anything you would like to add? Maybe anything we didn't cover on here that you think is really important today, that's making a big difference?
That's pretty much it. Something that's pretty cool. Like, I'm sure I'll have home service business owners watch this. Is I'll reshare this to my Twitter and whatnot. Is like, Twitter's also like an underrated space for a home service business owner to advertise themselves, or any business, B2B, B2C, doesn't matter. I've built a nice sized business from just posting on Twitter. But if you were,
Yeah,
like I said, a plumber in Salt Lake City, I know someone who's a plumber there. He talks about being a plumber in Salt Lake City and has gotten a lot of business from just talking about that on Twitter. So
yeah.
pretty much any social media or marketing strategy today, speak to the algorithm. And if you speak to the algorithm, it'll probably reward you if you're good at writing or talking or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. Where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on Twitter at iRentDumpsters. And I'm coming out with a YouTube channel soon. It'll be Bodie Stryker Digital.
Bodie Stryker Digital. Okay. Do you want to share your website as well, or
Oh, yep.
most?
Yeah, my website's striker-digital.com. I
Okay.
should share my website.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Twitter's important, social's important, but thank you again. And thanks to everyone for tuning in to today's episode, brought to you by Exact Digital, your dedicated partner for performance-driven media, from programmatic display, CTV, paid social, search, and beyond. Let us know how we can help you, and have a great day.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes. Thanks.